Good morning, Taurus. Welcome back to Tarot with Kat. I'm Kat, and this is going to be your weekly tarot reading for December 1st through December 8th. So welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't done so yet, please remember to hit the like and subscribe. My first 500 subscribers are going to get a free lifetime membership with all kinds of bonus stuff. So snag yours now. All right, so wow, planetarily, wow. November 27th, Saturn came back direct, and we started entering into this grand water trine that is the kind of thing astrologists hope to see in their lifetime. The kind of thing that hasn't happened in my lifetime. And so it's unlike other astrological things, which we talk about all the time. For example, Mercury in retrograde. Big deal. It happens every other Tuesday, right? Because it seems like it. It's such a fast-moving planet, and everybody's heard of, oh, well, Mercury's in retrograde. But we have stepped out of in November a bunch of, like 4 different planets all in retrograde and kind of pulling, kind of energies sort of pulling back, forcing us to re-examine things. And now we are stepping into this grand water trine, which is going to have a huge effect on everyone, but particularly water signs. So, but let's get back to our earth signs. So you, Taurus, let's see what the tarot has to say for you this week. This is the reading for Taurus for the week of December 1st through December 8th. I did a special Thanksgiving tarot reading, which you'll have to check out on my channel, but I shared about all the decks I use, well, most of the decks I use. I don't have them all out here, but I have a lot of them out now, and I've switched them up. So we're using a different deck. I'm actually using the deck I've owned the longest of all my tarot decks. I've had this deck close to 30 years right here. So it's just a very traditional Rider-Waite deck. Hate that it doesn't have Pixie's name on it, but we're going to use that today for our traditional Celtic crossbred. I'm going to put links to all my tarot decks in the description below the video. So Taurus, you are coming out this week. I don't want to take that. I don't feel, it was like 6 different cards that popped. Ooh, well, there you are. Clearly, you are the Hanged Man this week, Taurus. So you're coming up as the Hanged Man. You're being crossed by your challenge obstacle awareness by the Star. Down here in your subconscious tool shed, you have a 5 of Cups. In your immediate past, you've got the Emperor. In your crown, you've got the Empress. Big stuff happening. I've had readings like this for everyone. That's what's happening. That's what the energy is doing right now. Stepping into your immediate future. Sagittarius had this also for next week. For mid-December, 8 of Swords. I just did the Sagittarius reading, and we have the same immediate future card. Anyway, down here in your environment this week, Taurus, you are feeling another major arcana, the Lovers. Your environment around you is giving you a beautiful 4 of Wands. Excuse me. In your hopes and fears sector, we've got a Knight of Cups. And then in your final potential outcome, another major arcana, the Strength card. Lots of major arcana. Pretty nice balance, just no pentacles. But very few swords also, just this 8 of Swords here in the immediate future. I feel like that's kind of everybody for good reason. But anyway, we're going to pull one more card before we get into the reading, and that is our clarification card. Now, this is a different deck as well. This is called Arcanum. It's sort of a combination tarot and oracle. It's got some added stuff on there, but the illustrations are pretty much right in line with the traditional Rider-Waite illustrations. Very similar. But reversals do count. So I shuffled this up very specifically before this reading, switching half the deck and everything so that we would deliberately get a lot of reversals and uprights. So far, we've only gotten uprights, but we'll see what this is, and we'll read it whichever way it comes up, reversed or upright, as further clarification of this reading, but we won't look at that till the end. That'll stay hidden until the end. All right, so, all right, Taurus. You're coming up this week, Taurus, is the Hanged Man. taking the time to look at things from a different perspective now. It's our 12th major arcana. It comes, after the death card, I believe. I'm going to have to double, I don't want to get them out of order and misspeak. I rewatch my videos. I catch myself misspeaking all the time. But it's all about, he's midway past his journey, through the fool's journey of life. And you're taking a minute to look at things from a new perspective now. You're considering it's what happens when you go through major shifts in life. You start considering things totally differently. It's also what happens right before your tower crumbles, and your whole foundation goes away. So because you come to a whole new realization. So that's representing you this week, Taurus. That Hangman. You're seeing things differently from different perspectives this week. You're being challenged as your challenge obstacle awareness. I believe it's an awareness for sure. By this other major arcana, the Star card. The Star of Wishes being granted. Make a wish, especially since she's coming into your awareness this week. Wishes are being granted. It also is a card of temperance. She's flowing. The water is pouring from the lake onto the hills and flowing back down in again, and she's keeping it cycling through. She's very much akin to the temperance card, but she also means to continue to have faith, faith and hope. And that's what's crossing you. In your subconscious tool shed this week, Taurus, you're bringing along this Five of Cups card. This is a card of focusing on our losses, crying over spilt milk. The picture of it literally, he's looking at the 3 spilled cups, even though he's got 2 full ones behind him. And then there's a river in the background that is literally flowing under a bridge, literally water under the bridge. So we have things that have happened in our past, and maybe we've had a tendency to focus on them, focus on those losses. When you step away from something and through a portal like the one we're experiencing into a whole new thing, you go through almost like a mourning phase. You might experience, Taurus, this week, like feeling really sad, like emotions hitting you all of a sudden, and we're actually mourning the loss of the old things in that old life that have to go away. It's a little bit, it can be a little bit sad. So anyway, we're bringing that a little bit, Taurus, in our subconscious this week. You're stepping out of this beautiful emperor situation, though, in November and the beginning of December, where you've just been solid. Emperor's all 4 kings combined. He's structure, he's rules, he's stability. So you're stepping out of that energy. Maybe having had to have that energy, Taurus. That sounds very much like you, Taurus. So in your crown, though, you've got this beautiful Empress, another major arcana, our 3rd major arcana, and she is fertility. She's bringing ideas into reality. Things are being done under the surface to manifest things. The seed is already planted, roots are already growing. It's already it's going to burst through the soil at any moment now, even though people around you and outside can't see anything yet. So that's in your crown. That's what you're doing. That's where your focus is nurturing that seed, that thing that you want to grow. That's why that's in your crown. You're stepping into an 8 of Swords situation next week, mid-December. So am I. So are Sagittarians, and I haven't done all the readings for this week, so I bet many people get this similar scenario for mid-December, just because of what's happening planetarily. It can open up a lot of things, which can cause a lot of doubt and confusion and not knowing what the right thing to do is. It's important with the 8 of Swords to remember it's a self-imposed imprisonment. So if you focus on the things, like focus on the Empress, focus on, your gratitude for the things in your environment, do not focus on this 5. 5s are off balance, off-putting that you're bringing in your subconscious. Do not focus on that, because that's just the kind of thing that'll make you feel this 8 of Swords imprisonment, like you're trapped, like you have nowhere to go. You do. It's happening. You just can't see the way for sure. You just don't know. And yeah. So You and your environment are 6. So 6s come after 5. 6s are stability. It's lovers. It's beautiful. It's connection. It's love. It's passion. They've got the volcano in between them. It's also temperance. You got that angel of temperance behind them. And you've got a lot happening. You're making connections. You're forming relationships, new bonds of all kinds. Is how you're feeling. Like you're wanting to make those connections. That's beautiful. Your environment is giving you this card of home and hearth this week, Taurus. The 4 of Wands, it's happiness, and it's home, and it's stability, and it's comfort. It could be weddings. It's also a card of weddings. So, wedding, perhaps, in your environment this week, Taurus. I don't know. And then your hopes and fears, I feel like it's hopes because you're feeling this Lover's card. So you're hoping for this Knight of Cups. A Knight of Cups is a younger adult coming forward with an emotional connection and wanting to make progress with some emotional connection with you, Taurus. Remember that the tarot is genderless. So this could be male or female, just somebody taking action to make an emotional connection with you. I think it's what you're hoping for. Final outcome is strength. Another 8, our 8th major arcana. So you've got this 8 of swords, and your final outcome is beautiful with this strength card, 8. That's what this card associates with. All the 8s associate with the strength card. So this 8 of swords is the strength to shake off the blindfold, the strength of mind. It's swords. The strength of mind to be aware of where your thoughts are going, because what you're thinking, you're manifesting. So don't focus on your losses. So that's that awareness. And then the swords fall away, the blindfolds fall away, and you're not entrapped anymore. All of a sudden, the way is clear. She also has her toe in the water. She's trusting her intuition. So it's strength in trusting your intuition. That's how she is taming this lion. It's through pure, just intuition and knowing and trusting. Is how she's taming this lion. So that's a gorgeous potential outcome. I wonder what our clarification card could be, Taurus. And we're going to read it in whatever position, upright or reversed. More clarification about getting through with having strength to get through whatever this in mid-December is going to be. I'd love more about mid-December because I feel like it's going to be the same situation affecting many of us. So let's find out what it is. Again, it's upright. All of these have come up upright. Liberation. Oh my gosh. It's the 8 of Swords reversed. It's the 8 of Swords reversed. It's liberation. If you could see it, it's her. I love that. Oh, that's beautiful. It's the opposite of feeling entrapped. It's liberation. Take control by rising above self-imposed limitations and reclaim your freedom. That is gorgeous. That is a very confirming final outcome. That's so beautiful, Taurus. Oh, I love it. If you're still watching, please hit that thumbs up. It really helps my channel a lot. Smash the subscribe button. Be one of my first 500 to be VIP. Get a free membership and get extended reads and much more. And go have a beautiful week. I hope to see you back next week, Taurus. Thanks for being here.